everyone and welcome to another video. Today I thought about building a grandma's house, and I saw a lot of YouTubers build a grandma's house and it looked quite adorable and cute, and I thought maybe I should build one too, but mine's a bit different. Mine's only base game, so all you base game players could play this game, could play with this house too, although it's a little bit on the expensive side. I was using a reference photo for this, so I was quite conflicted how I should build exactly like it. Of course, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but I think it turned out okay. It looks pretty nice in the end, and it is quite reminding me of the vibe of the countryside, of grandma's places, of those old, you know, you know how all those old houses look, and uh, you. I bet you all have grandmas and you once visited their places and they have this specific smell to it too. So I really wanted a roof around the balcony, uh, but I was a bit conflicted. How should I put it down? And I was trying to move it around and check it. Maybe I could lift it up, but I couldn't. So in the end, I decided to put it really close to the balcony, like that. And at first, I thought maybe I could later then put a fence around it, so it would look nice and cute. But I was so disappointed when I found out that I can't put a fence down. It was so bad. I thought it will be a nice fence around. It will look adorable. I will put some columns down, and it will just look fantastic. And then it's like the fence is not there. It's not putting any fence. And I was like so disappointing. I thought maybe it is the BB objects, the hidden objects, or maybe it is I need to move objects cheat, but no, it still didn't show up, and I was so disappointed. Yeah, I was trying it a few times. Yeah, I was putting on the cheats, and it just didn't work. It depends is there, but it just doesn't show up because of the roof. So it is quite disappointing because of that. I put a lot of base game columns around. I thought that looks quite cute, and I sized it up the roof up because I couldn't put the fence there. Here I was messing around with the balcony and was trying to figure out how should I put the upper things. Yeah, and what have you been guys doing lately? I have been playing around with my Sims a lot, especially doing some challenges. What kind of challenges do you like? For me, I think I like the most 100 baby challenge and not so berry challenge. What about you guys? What kind of challenges do you like the most? Here I was thinking about making putting down a little garden for the grandma. It would look nice and adorable. You know how grandmas have their gardens in front of the houses and they just show it to everyone and it just looks so good all the time. And I'm so kind of jealous of how grandmas can make those gardens look so good. My grandma has a garden and it's just fantastic. I'm so jealous of it. Lately, I have been having quite some issues. I don't know if you want to hear this, but I will have you some story time. So we have been renovating our place quite a bit, and I have asked my parents to come and help us out, do some things around, do um, some piping, and during all those times, we planned how our place will be. We will have a small kitchen in one room. We'll have a living room and a workplace, and we'll have a shower, a bath, a shower, a toilet, and a sink in the bathroom. Our bathroom is quite small, so we were figuring out how to put it all. And we'll have a sink in the small room where the small kitchen will be. And since all the piping used to be done first, so we just started doing all the piping, and it was all nice. We finished the piping. We put one pipe in the small room, and the piping uh, in the bathroom. And then we were like, then my boyfriend's parents come, and they were like, no, we don't want you to have a, small kitchen. You already have a big kitchen. So we live in a shared, what are those shared apartments sound called? I forgot. So we have shared showers, and we have shared kitchens. So yeah, it's called a dormitory, and in that place we don't really like using the shared kitchen that much. So we thought of making our own little kitchen, and it was all nice and perfect until the parents suddenly asked this one guy to come and destroy all the piping we did. So it's quite disappointing, and I'm quite enraged about my boyfriend's parents' decision. But in the end, what can you do? It's just, I don't know. Maybe we will still uh, do a small kitchen, but will not have a sink there. I don't know. It's still quite conflicting, what we should do. But I hope the things will get better and it won't be so difficult. So here I was finally placing down some plants, and I was figuring out what kind of plants I could use, and I thought maybe I could use these kind of small square pattern plants around. It will look nice and cute, and then I could maybe use some flowers around. I like the small bushes. I like them. I like to use them as the starter ones, starter base plants. So it looks, it grows up. The base plants are smaller, and then you put bigger plants, and at the very end there's the biggest plants, and it looks nice and formed. I don't know. I don't do much landscaping, so yeah, it's quite hard for me to do those kind of things. So here I was changing quite colors, messing around, thinking how I could put the plants down, and I changed them quite a bit in the end. Um, I didn't like some, so I just removed them, and I decided I want more flowers on the sides, so I put down them, and I also changed some of the garden, and formed a little patch, a really nice patch. Not many flowers there. Of course, there's baby move objects sheet there, so also put flowers on the side too. At first, I thought maybe I should for um, I wanted to say furnish, not furnish. uh, um, Landscape this whole place. But I later removed some of them because I think it was too much. So in the end, yeah, I placed these down, but in the end it was just like too much, so I just removed some of them. placed a little tree. I thought that would be look nice and all. And you can have a small tree in front of your house. Then I messed around with the uh, with the adorable backside garden. I also thought about putting like a sapling area, not a sapling area. I don't know how to call it. Cabbage area where you grow cabbages. My cabbages. uh, and yeah, put some flowers here too. I thought about putting some. Yeah, I'm making this place on dirt, so it is nice and it has these kind of rows for the plants to grow. And at first I was like, did I pick the wrong color? But then I was like, oh no, it's the lighting. And then I searched in the debug items. I saw some people use some really good cabbages just meant uh, for the gardens, that it really looks like cabbages, but I couldn't find those, so I ended up using these uh, two sized up cabbages that I found in the garden. I wonder where they are. Maybe it's because I only have base game, I don't have them. Uh, Maybe because of that. Maybe I just couldn't find them. I don't know. Well, I also put some planter boxes. I thought Grandma could have some planter boxes. It would be nice and cute. And of course, a table with some chairs and a grill place. And just, Saturday afternoon, your whole family comes to your place and you have some nice grilled kebabs. It's really nice. And yeah, I thought about putting some gnomes on and a bird bath, and later on I was like, those gnomes maybe are a bit too much. I don't like them, so I decided to remove them later on. And I was messing around with some plants, what kind of plants I could put down. Uh, I put down these bigger plants in the balconies, and yeah, I put some decorations outside, and I thought the outside is mostly done, and it looked quite nice. I also put down in the porch chess table. You can have your grandpa playing chess with uh, your uh, your son, and it would be amazing. Here, I just remove a couple of plants that I thought they will be a bit too much. So, and also I removed. I thought about putting a lawn flamingo, but then I was like, no, that's a bit too much for it. And here I was working on the floor plan. Um, I was struggling a bit to put down the floor plan on the upper floor because I was not sure how I wanted to go, how the rooms I wanted to be. But in the end, it turned out pretty okay, I would say. It was not bad. Um, Here I thought about putting here a master bedroom, a master bathroom, a second bedroom and a bathroom. Also a bathroom downstairs, a kitchen, there will be a living area and a dining area there. And um, I put some lights on, and I always use this subtle saucer as the first light, but I then change the lights later to what I want them to be. But to be honest, I forgot about that. So the first floor has these simple lights, and I'm so embarrassed about it. Why did I forgot to change the lights? Here I was making a bathroom. At first I was like, maybe I should use some base game items, so the cheapest items. So it's the house is maybe a bit more affordable. But then I was like, nah, I'm making a house for grandma. Grandma deserves something better. So I used a bit more expensive items. I didn't use the mostly expensive items because I don't think they fit that well, and they're not that nice to put out. And here I was making the second bathroom, and I was figuring out how do I need to put it down. Should I just place it all on one wall? It was so weird. Um, so yeah, and on the bathroom, at first I thought it's so empty, and what should I even put in there? But then I was like, I'll put a bathtub, I'll put a shower down there, and maybe put some decorations. But for the sink, I will put down the cabinets, and yeah, it filled out the space quite nicely. And I'm quite happy with the master bathroom. It turned out quite nice. Quite fancy, actually, I would say. And it is quite adorable. And later on, later on I put down all the ground and all the wallpaper and the ground, and it looks uh, it looks much better. I leave the at first I leave the simple flooring, the default flooring down, but then later I change it, so it's much nicer looking. Here I'm putting down the kitchen, thinking about putting those cabinets, and I was messing around with what should I do with the cabinets here, what kind of cabinets I should use. Um, in the end, I thought about this plan and put the sink down, and I was looking around what kind of items I could use down there, and also found uh, a cute that blocker, how do you call that, and some a cabinet with dishes. So I thought grandmas do have those kind of things, a big cabinet, and there are like fancy dishes on them. I mean, all the grandmas do have those kind of things, right? Oh, I also thought about putting the cupcake factory thing, but then I saw how huge it was, so I was like, maybe grandma doesn't need that. Grandpa is okay without it. So, uh, at first I was deciding what kind of colors what I could use in the dining area. Then I chose the darker wood colors. Here I was deciding what to put on the table. Ended up being this tea set. I think it's quite good. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's quite good. It's quite nice. And I also thought about putting more decorations down. Um, Also, some of the decorations I think just were a bit too much, so I didn't. I mean, maybe grandmas have these kind of decorations. I don't know. Um, my grandma doesn't have that many decorations, but she does have a lot of paintings, to be honest. My grandma has a lot of paintings around. My mom likes to paint a lot, do a lot of kind of, how do you say, those kind of old paintings. She doesn't use paint, she uses, not watercolor, what's it called? Pastels? Yeah, she uses pastels, and it turns out quite nice. And here I thought about putting this side kind of sit down area that would look really nice. And I thought that dog reel looks really adorable. I was really conflicted. What should I use on this place? What should I put? I put down, at first I put down a garden things, but then I thought my grandma has a lot of candles around, so I should just put some candles on there. And of course, I put a lot around a lot of plants, because I mean, grandmas have a lot of plants, right? They like taking care of plants inside and outside, and and I was working here on the living area, and I put down a hanging TV down, and at first there was a glitch. I thought I put down the cat statue and it was a destroyed kind of statue. Then I just put it down again, and then it was normal. I thought maybe it's some kind of weird glitch happening. I don't know. So that happened apparently. And here I'm putting some more decorations around, flowers, and now on the second story, I like to put a lot of flowers down and like clumps, like a big one in the side and smaller ones around. So it looks quite nice and formed. Here I'm working on the master bedroom, and I'm using maybe quite a bit fancier items here, but I mean, grandma deserves that, right? it in the end it looks quite nice. So I put in an easel, and master bedrooms are not that hard to decorate. I guess there's not much you can actually put down here. I found this grandfather's clock, and I thought it's gonna be amazing downstairs, just in the dining area. And here I thought about putting a ceiling fan and some fancy lights, because grandmas have those kind of things. I'm so stupid, I forgot to put fancy lights downstairs. Uh, I'm so sad about that. All they have is sourceful lighters now. That looks terrible. Here I finished furnishing the master bedroom, and then I moved on to the second bedroom. I thought about making like a one bedroom, because when guests visit, maybe there is only one person visiting you, so you don't need that you don't need a double bed. So I don't know, grandmas have maybe kids coming over, your big son, or your daughter, and it's quite neutral in color, so both can go here, both can fit. So yeah. Here it has a backpack and some stuff on it. Putting down some decorations around, some paintings in the corner, and a plant. And yeah, and then I put more rugs around, because grandmas love rugs, right? My grandma has a lot of rugs around. She loves rugs. Whenever I come to her place, it's always nice and clean. I don't know how she keeps it up. Maybe she's vacuuming the rugs every single day. I don't know, but it's so clean at her place. I'm just amazed. And I'm putting down some now figure out what kind of wallpaper I want to use. Grandmas have that kind of nice, um, you know, beige kind of wallpaper around, and white tiles in the bathrooms. Well, at least my grandma does. I don't know how about yours. What kind of wallpaper does your grandma like to use? Uh, Mine likes to use a lot of patterned ones, and they have to be beige or coffee, kind of coffee like. I don't know how to name it. um, so yeah, also put some curtains down, because grandmas love curtains. And yeah, that's the most of the. That's practically all the build. And yeah, I saved it and put it on the gallery. You can find it as Grandma's Dream House. It's base game. It's all base game. It's 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and Yeah, I hope you'll really like it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!